do. This is not a mere formality. This is the first time that Luka Dončić has really had a decision to make in terms of the contract. There is no Supermax eligibility. That blew up when the Mavericks shanked him in the back and shipped him to L.A. That's just a simple fact of the matter. And look.
One way to put it.
It's the honest way to put it. It's certainly the way that he felt about it. This will be an indication of what kind of faith that Luka Dončić has in that Lakers front office. And again, it's not about when it's signed. If he wants to wait until after Eurobasket, that's fine. But if it's not signed heading into the season, that will loom like a black cloud over the Lakers this season.
Because anytime there would be a 3-game losing streak, it already would be the lead of our show or SportsCenter, but it would come under even more scrutiny if it's, well, what is this going to mean for Luka's future, Mark?
Yeah, no, I was around when KD was going through that every day.
Which time?
Well, the Golden State thing. But with Luka, this is kind of like a cool European tour right now. He's in great shape. He's changed his diet. He's obviously in Slovenia getting ready for the national team, but he was just in Greece.
That looks like a good time.
Hanging out with Jordan. I'm sure the turn-up was outstanding in Athens, Greece. And then, you know,
Did you say the turn out or the turn up?
The turn up.
Both.
Yeah.
Both.
Trae Young wasn't there. He's in Summer League trying to get his contract situation together. Another thing to look out for. But I think for Luka, who plays August 28th against Poland, this is a summer where I think it's going to set the tone for the rest of his career.
Can you say a little bit more about that, Tim, in terms of this is the first real contract decision that Luka's had to make in his career so far?
Right. So, look, coming off of his rookie deal, like guys sign rookie extensions. Do you want to take a Supermax or do you want to take a qualifying offer or, you know, go into restricted free agency? That's not a difficult decision. Now, there was a time in Dallas specifically, especially coming off that season when they had to tank to keep the top 10 protected pick, when you felt like, could this reach a danger zone? But it didn't. They made several moves. The chemistry clicked with Kyrie. They went to the finals, and Luka couldn't wait to sign the Supermax contract this summer. Obviously, circumstances changed drastically, but hey, the Lakers are, they're trying to make it his team, but he did not grow up with this franchise. Again, they don't have the massive financial advantages of saying, hey, we can pay you hundreds of millions, 9 figures more than anybody else. So this will be the first time in Luka's career where it wasn't really an obvious
foregone
decision.
conclusion.
But is he a saint in all this? I know you said the Mavericks stabbed him in the back, but does he have to be accountable for anything that led to the trade?
I think he has to be accountable for 34-10-9 and taking a team in the finals the months before.
That's not what I asked.
Luka's
is he a saint?
No, of course not.
Yeah.
No, Luka's conditioning has been a problem throughout the course of his career. He's clearly doing something about that this summer. The Revenge Bod tour is on. There's no question about that. Look, Luka's not a saint, but again, the man took him to the finals months before. But forget that. That business is done. Let's focus on the business that Luka has in front of him this summer.
I don't think it's time to litigate sainthood, but it is time to litigate a contract here for Luka Dončić. And the Lakers clearly want him to be their next face of a franchise. And by the way, nobody is saying that he is not going to sign this contract. We're just talking about the date in which it could be signed. He does have a decision to make, Brian. But can you just map out what it looks like? Let's say he doesn't sign a contract going into the season. Can you just map that out for us?
Well, there's 3 max contracts that NBA players, superstars, can sign. One that's worth 25% of the cap, 30% and 35%. Depends on years of service. The first one I call the fun max because almost everybody who's offered it signs it. It's no big deal, like Bontemps discussed. Like McMahon discussed a minute ago. Then there's the stress max. This happens when it's a player's second max contract. This is when players sometimes leave or are not really worth it. This is the stress max right now for Luka. The Lakers are a little bit stressed out about it. Then there's the legacy max. When you get the 35%, you're home free. Everything's going to be great. This is the stress max situation. So if he signs it, relief for the Lakers. They can spend a little bit of time looking at their roster over the next 2 or 3 years, making decisions that are not based on what's going to be best for us tomorrow. What are we going to present to Luka in 2026? We can think about what the team looks like in 27, 28, etc. If he doesn't sign it, he can be a free agent next summer when there's going to be 10+ teams with cap space. If he does not sign it, you will see teams begin to open up maneuvers to try to chase Luka. And every day that will go by when there's any sort of wobble with the Lakers, you mentioned a losing streak, or if they're in 7th place on December 5th or something like that, everything will be tied to the Luka contract, especially with LeBron on the last year of his contract as well. So the Lakers don't want that in their lives. They want the no stress max. That's what they're going to try to present to him on August 2nd.
Yeah, pick your fighter. That is what we pick your own adventure here. That's what we could be up